All right, welcome everybody to the final round of the Dynamic Discs Open presented by Dynamic Discs. We'd like to thank our sponsors, the Disc Golf Pro Tour and GK Pro, for covering the ladies. We are actually going to be watching the back nine, so if you haven't seen the front nine, go check it out. But it's a battle going down. Paige has a decent lead, but the spots for second and third are tight. So we have the last few holes, the wind is still scary, and there's a lot of OB to be had on the back nine. So my name is Paige Shue.
I'm Rebecca Cox.
And we're excited to watch it. So again, on the card we have Paige Pierce, myself, Paige Shue, Missy Gannon, and Catrina Allen. As you can see, Missy and I are tied, so we're trying to battle back and forth, but Catrina's not that far behind, and again, with high winds, lots of OB, it's going to be interesting to watch.
Strokes move around a lot on courses like this. Okay, we're starting out with hole 10. It's 402 feet. It's a kind of downhill slightly at the end there. You have the OB on the right side and OB way on the left, and I say way on the left hesitantly because it's actually a lot easier to get to that OB than you think. This basket's also elevated, so you can kind of see it from the tee pad, which helps a lot with the direction of where you're throwing. But this is a hole that you want to birdie, but I feel like, I don't know. It takes a really perfect shot, and it's just one you know you can throw, but it just needs to be really, really good.
Yeah, and I feel like the wind was never good for this hole. Usually just left to right winds, and for a lot of us, we need to do kind of a flex shot, and with that OB on the right, it's a very risky play. So I think it's a tweener hole. It's birdieable, but in this wind, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and Missy kept it a little low there, but it scootled down to the second circle, looked like, around there. You have a pretty decent shot there. And see, that's not a bad shot. It's just you want to be closer than that.
Right, right. And those trees kind of can come into play that you just saw me land by, and there are some branches hanging down, so it can be tricky. But this looks like maybe a fairway for Catrina.
She is really good with those hyzer flip shots.
Absolutely. Circle's edge.
Circle's edge for a birdie. It's a great spot to be in. There's Paige. It looks like she has a fairway as well.
I want to say, is it a vulture? Does that sound like, I forget what disc it is, but she uses that a lot. It's her straight flying fairway driver. So she pulls it a little early, so she'll have a pretty long jumper if she's trying to get the birdie.
He's just laying up.
Yeah, never really planning on doing this one. Missy has a jumper.
Here we go.
Just playing it safe. Right now we're going stroke for stroke.
Yeah. She probably felt like she wasn't going to go for it, then getting par is the best thing to do with being tied. Oh, man.
Paige with the full send, but right out of bounds. But she has a 12-stroke lead right now, so I'm sure she's not thinking too hard.
Cat with a beautiful putt.
Ooh.
Birdie.
She really had to get that up high with that elevated basket and her arch push putt. And a nice fist pump, too. You can tell she's excited.
Yeah, it's a really good one to get.
Like I said, just because she's 4 strokes back doesn't mean anything. Out on this course, those swings can happen.
Oh, and low again.
Paige has not had a good round. It's
not a normal putting round that we see from Paige. Again, it is really gusty out there, so.
Yeah. It's hard on everybody. But me and Missy top in our pars. I think Paige takes a bogey. 2, 3, 4. Yep, and then Catrina with the lone birdie.
Yeah, the lone birdie for the whole round, actually. She was the only one to birdie that hole.
Nice. All right, we're on to hole 12. This is a par 3, 408 feet. There is OB left on that cart path, and there is the golf fairway on the right and that golf green as well. This plays mostly uphill, so a lot of us can't reach it. Maybe Paige and Kat can. They're probably going to try to be aggressive, but most of us are just trying to keep it in bounds and get up and down for our par.
Yeah, I feel like this hole is reachable, but there's just that OB on the left side is just too dangerous.
Definitely, and you gotta.
If you hyzer out at all, it's a 4 minimum.
Catrina plays it out wide. I think she's barely inside the circle, if not on circle's edge.
Right by that tree. Ooh, looks like she's got a Zeus in her hand. Missy puts it out to the right, keeping it in bounds.
Great shot.
She might have a little look for birdie there if she really wanted to go for it.
So I'm pretty sure it was a left to right headwind. So I'm just ripping something overstable, trusting it to come back and keep it in bounds.
Here we have Paige. She's definitely going to go for it. You can see the wind is ripping. She's trusting that Zeus right over the OB. Go, go, go. Just a little early.
She knew out of her hands that it was never coming back in bounds. So she seems to be in a slump right now. She's not really hitting her line. She's had quite a few OBs. I'm not sure if it's because she's nervous or she's just trying to play safe. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. But it's definitely not like her. Just throwing up to get my par, and Missy does the same.
You guys are neck and neck right now. Here's Cat for a birdie. So she'll just be tapping in for a par as well.
This is Paige for her bogey.
Solid putt. Yeah, she's probably not happy with how she's playing right now, but
I mean, I'll take a 9-stroke lead any day and still choke. All right, and then the rest of us are tapping out our pars.
okay, our next hole is going to be hole 12. It's 324 feet, par 3. It's slightly uphill. As you can see, the tall grass on the right side is OB. There is also OB long of the basket, and there's OB green on the left side that starts about where that tree is. It's a difficult angle on this hole to reach. A lot of people are going to want to throw like a turnover that hyzers out by the basket, but that's a difficult shot if you get caught up in those trees at all.
Absolutely, and it was a pretty decent left to right headwind, and it didn't seem to calm down for any of us. Just pretty consistent. So Catrina throws it a little low, a little not committed, but she should have a decent look at par.
Here's Missy going for the big turnover.
Yeah, she throws it in the trees and kicks out into inbounds.
Okay, so those were good trees.
Yes. I am thinking I really want to get this birdie. I want to use the wind to my advantage, so I rip something overstable. Just too much angle, and it never came back.
And that's the money shot that you've been throwing the past couple of rounds, too.
Yeah, in my head, I was like, you're not going to turn it over too much. Like, if anything, you're going to fade into that tree, but.
Well, you commit to it.
Yeah.
Paige trying to throw the same shot. Ooh, she had the height for it.
Yeah.
So it came out. Nice.
So I'm thinking bogey at best here. And Missy's safe, in the fairway. So I'm thinking I got to just don't lose too many strokes.
Just get this hole over with, and there's Missy just throwing up for her par. That's all she needs. Cat kind of under that tree a little bit, but not that much of an issue.
Paige for a birdie.
Oof.
Great birdie. She really needs that. The last few holes have not been nice to her, so I'm sure she's feeling good about that one, especially in this type of wind.
There's Cat for a par.
Her layup came a little bit short.
Ooh. Here we go.
Snuck it on in.
Couple little sneaky putts. It's Paige for a bogey.
Not happy about that one. I know every stroke matters right now. So trying to shake that one off.
All right, so here we have Paige Pierce still in the lead. Missy moves up to second. Paige still in third, and Kat is in fourth. We have Andrea Eaton, Cynthia, Sandy, and Erica. All still a pretty close battle.
All right, we're on to hole 13. This is a 336-foot par 3. There is OB on the left. You can see the white flags and the tall grass. So if you hyzer out too early, you can go out of bounds. If you turn it over too much, that cart path is right. The cart path on the right is out of bounds as well. So most of us are trying to throw a flick shot, maybe get around that big bushy tree and come hyzering in. It is only 336 feet, but it plays a lot longer. I think it's really tough for most of us to birdie.
And I like trying to get it pin high on the right side because the branches aren't as in play there. But when you have a headwind, I mean, it's hard to get yourself to throw that shot.
Absolutely.
And that little tree comes into play a lot. Let's see if Kat can line up this big hyzer.
I rip it on a D1.
Where did that go?
It went right into the ground. I think I might have hyzer flipped low. That headwind might have just pushed it down. But she should have an easy up and down for her par. I think Missy plays pretty aggressive, trying to use that headwind to her advantage.
Sit down. Ooh.
She barely stays in bounds.
Yeah.
She'll have actually a good birdie opportunity there, just outside the circle. She has a good look.
Yeah, looking away from the OB line. Here's a nice little shot from Paige Shue.
Yeah, I like the line, but man, I just barely even inside circle 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's the line, but it's just the power.
Yeah.
Takes so much.
Catrina's just floating one of her putters up there. She'll have a tap-in par. It looks like Paige is flicking a zone.
Nice little easy up shot.
So it's a pretty strong right to left headwind. I just wasn't feeling confident, so I just pitched up.
Yeah.
And was gonna take my par and move on.
Ooh.
I know Missy drains
Missy
it.
absolutely bangs that putt. Amazing.
Definitely, she's wanting that second place right now.
She's taking it and trying to run with it.
Yes, she is. So I'm thinking, man, pars are going to be good. And then, boom, she just drains like a 45-footer in the wind. So I know Missy came to play her game. So the rest of us will be getting pars, and Missy with the birdie. Let's see if she was the only birdie of the day.
Wow.
So congrats to her.
Here we have hole 14, par 4, 600 feet. It's downhill most of the way. Once you get to the bottom of this hill, it kind of goes back uphill a little bit. We have the OB on the right side where those yards and fence lines are. We have OB on the left side of the basket and long of the basket as well. Really, I think everyone's trying to go for the birdie on this hole. It's very reachable. It's just, I think the upshot is the most important thing, because that big tree right there can get in everyone's way.
So Missy's on the box with a great birdie. She decides to go up the right side.
I like the right side play a lot, especially in the wind. You just throw 2 hyzers.
I never practiced the right side, but it really is nice there.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it. I landed there, I think, first round accidentally. And so I might do that next time on purpose.
Paige taking the right side. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, she rips it pretty far up there.
Puts herself in a good position.
Catrina's going roller here. Trying to play really aggressive.
It's a good angle. Oh.
I didn't know she hit that.
Wow. Of all the things to hit.
Still a great roller. She executed it pretty well, and she should have a good look for the birdie. So I'm trying to hyzer flip something on the left side, and I just literally cannot release at the right point ever on this hole. I just cannot figure it out. So I hit those trees early, and it really prohibits the birdie opportunity. And with Missy being in a good position, I'm pretty not happy. So I try to play aggressive and try to reach the basket, and I nick those branches.
Man.
Fade out, and it's...
These branches really took a lot out of it.
Ugh, I know.
What'd you throw there?
Lucid X Maverick.
Okay. Yeah. I was about to say. Maverick.
So I think Missy's throwing a Raptor.
Go, go, go. Beautiful upshot.
Parks it.
And the thing about this upshot is that you kind of have to push it over that OB line a little bit to get it past that big tree. Otherwise, we're kind of going to be ended up in that spot, pushing the OB line on the left.
Yeah, looks like Cat threw it a little short.
Paige laying up for her birdie. Great upshot.
So with Missy being parked, I'm trying to run this. Not very good. But in my head, I'm still thinking, yeah, 3 strokes isn't, I mean, we got an island hole coming up.
You
We have
got
hole
3
17.
difficult holes coming up.
So trying to keep pushing,
Yeah.
keep my head
Comeback
up.
putt.
So Missy with back-to-back birdies.
For her par.
So it's pretty typical, 2 birdies, 2 pars. Well, actually, it looks like Paige and Missy were the only 2 birdies of the day. Not that surprised with the wind going on.
When you order from Dynamic Discs, we do our best from start to finish. First, we receive your order from the website and print out the packing slip detailing the specific items you selected. Then, your order is pulled directly from the shelves, packed in a cardboard box to prevent bending during transit, and quickly on its way to you with free shipping. For every purchase online with Dynamic Discs, you'll receive rewards points so you can save on your next order. We'll work with you to make sure you get the exact disc you're looking for. For anything from Dynamic Discs, Latitude 64, or Westside Discs, head to dynamicdiscs.com.
All right, thank you to those sponsors for supporting GK Pro. We're stoked to have them out here covering the women this weekend. So now we're on to hole 15. This is a 360-foot par 3 downhill. It's pretty reachable. It's far, but it's reachable. The only OBs you really have to worry about are hyzering out too early on the left and the OB golf fairway on the right. But most of us are just trying to throw something kind of hyzer flippy and get as far as we can to give ourselves a putt.
Yeah, I feel like this is like another kind of tweener hole. It's not something that, it's not a hole I feel like a lot of women are going for or can go for consistently. But if you can get yourself right in that range where Missy just landed, you can go for the birdie for sure.
I believe she's barely outside the circle, if not circle's edge. This one, though, we know Paige can easily reach.
Easily. It's a little low, but it's going.
She plays the skip perfectly. She'll be inside the circle.
Kat, another player who we know can reach this hole.
Looks like she's using the wind more to push. I believe it was a right to left.
She's going to be about the same distance Paige is.
It was weird because I felt wind, but then when I stepped up, there was no wind, and I'm like, this is too good to be true. Like, what's going on? So I still just chose some overstable just in case. Just trying to throw flexi. It holds right a little bit, but I'm in bounds.
You have a long look at it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to run this. I'm now 3 strokes back, and Missy's putting's been pretty good, so I'm assuming she's going to make that one.
Oof. Just a little bit low.
Yeah, I wanted that one.
Here's Missy.
A little bit of a tailwind. Just left.
Paige with a beautiful putt.
Yeah, right side, high.
And gusting winds, which that flag isn't showing, but we know it's there. Oh, man. I really thought that was in.
Yeah, it seems like she's just missing by like an inch. But she's still running putts, still seems pretty confident, so
Yeah.
I'm sure one will fall here soon. Missy is kind of a tester comebacker, especially in the wind, but
I
no
mean,
problem.
dead center, no problem. Paige walking away with the par. All right, so we still have Paige in the lead. Missy taking off in second place with a 3-stroke lead in front of Paige Shue. Still have everyone in about the same order.
Yeah, not a lot of movement, surprisingly.
Strokes are still kind of close. And here we have signature hole 16, the island hole. It's 258 feet, par 3. This year we have a nice little wall as a backstop behind the basket, but it's still not a gimme by any means.
Yeah,
I feel like the layup is not something that I've actually seen this year at all from anybody. I saw more people doing it last year, but I think everyone's going for it.
yeah, being only 258 feet, like all of us can reach it.
For sure. And laying up is no guaranteed 3. Paige, that's her favorite corner back there.
Yeah, it's actually played as the 4th hardest hole. With this high winds today, it was a headwind again, which makes this hole 10 times harder.
Oh man, it's always a headwind on this hole.
I know.
Missy throwing. Ooh, great shot.
Perfect. Played the
Trusted
wind
something
perfectly.
right in that headwind.
I believe it was a Z-Buzz.
Beautiful shot. Cat looks like she's throwing a putter almost.
I think so.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it
barely
looks like
going
it just
LB.
kind of dropped.
Got my Rebecca Cox signature lucid verdict. Hit up Rebecca if you're wanting to buy one to support her tour. I'm just trying to crank some overstable and a big Annie.
Ah, I saw the
And-
splash.
I don't know what
No.
my problem is with this hole, but I just cannot figure it out. So Kat and I will be proceeding from the drop zone while Paige and Missy will have putts from the island. And yeah, this drop zone isn't that easy. It's really a tweener, like between a throw and a jump putt. And you don't want to go too long because you'll have a death comeback putt.
Paige laying up. Smart play. No reason to go for that.
She'll take her par.
Cat putting for bogey.
Me as well. Did not do too good on that hole this weekend.
And Missy with the solo birdie on this hole.
Yeah, actually there's only one other birdie on the day, and that was Deanne Carey. So aced it earlier than birdie did today, so definitely super awesome. We're on to hole 17. This is a par 5, one of the hardest holes on the course. There's OB left, that tall grass. There is a golf fairway on the right. Most of us are trying to land a little short of where we are right now, have kind of a weird over the green shot that we're about to fly over, and get up and down for a birdie look. But I think a lot of us are going to be fine with pars, especially in this wind. Most of us are going to be throwing something kind of straight just to make sure we're keeping it low and inbounds on the drive.
Yeah. The challenge here is that right off the tee you're throwing uphill, but you want to keep your disc low under those branches and also not fade too far left where the OB line is. So it's a really touchy shot. Right here, Missy gets right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, Missy's feeling it. She's on fire. She's 4 down right now for the round, I believe. So Paige with that same straight fairway she likes. She turns it a little. She'll be in a good position.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with hitting those trees, really. As long as you stay on the left side of them. This is a nice shot from Kat.
Yeah, she's really good at keeping drives low, like good low line drives. So I'm throwing an understable Ballista Pro. I didn't mean to turn it that much, but I'm actually in a pretty decent spot.
That's not a bad spot at all.
Yeah, this actually did play as the first hardest hole and averaged almost a full stroke over par. So actually, I saw that right side round 1 or round 2 where you landed there, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's like an easy up and down if I can hit that gap. But I don't.
Oh, man.
And I never crossed up there, so I throw this, and that one stabled out too much, so I throw something flippier, but then it held too much. So this one was weird. I went OB again, but those bricks that I hit over there are actually inbounds, so I crossed over there. I threw a provisional just in case.
Yeah.
Finally threw the right shot on the 3rd time, but it didn't matter because I actually crossed up there. Paige is trying to dump out left to be safe.
Missy has an interesting line here. Just throwing it straight, giving herself just a good position for her next shot.
Yeah, and I believe she's barely in bounds. She had a lot of close calls today, but she's been capitalizing on them.
And Kat going over the green as well. Go, go, go.
Yep, using that skip.
Yeah. And she's safe.
She's laying there in 2, so she definitely has that birdie on her mind. Me throwing OB twice, I'm sure she's trying to, capitalize.
Paige gets in the circle. Setting up well for her birdie. She's got an interesting little lie here.
Yeah, wouldn't it be that weird if you that T sign, that weird golf tee?
Oh, yeah.
It's super weird.
Kind of in the way.
Yeah, hard to commit. I was low, so I think I'm laying 5 right there.
Ooh, Missy keeps it a little low.
Yeah.
But she can get up and down from there for her par.
So Catrina gets up and down, and if she makes that putt, she takes 3rd from me. So I'm definitely sweating.
Missy laying up for her par. Are you going for that?
No.
Okay. It didn't look like it.
I didn't really know the scores, and if I would have known Cap, I don't know what I would have done, but it was a weird wind, and I haven't been feeling confident the last, literally 7 holes.
Oh, man.
So to see Cap miss that, I'm like, wow. So we're tied now for 3rd going into the last hole. Missy's cleaning up her par. I think I'd taken 8. Yeah, triple bogey. Yeah, rough one.
Oh, last hole, hole 18. It's going to be 381 feet uphill. We've got this little pond between us and the basket, and the basket's also elevated. We've got that right side OB that extends behind the basket and to the left. I mean, the basket's pretty much surrounded by OB. Not a lot of people are going to be reaching this hole either. I mean, obviously Paige and Kat have the capability to do so, but in this wind, it's a difficult hole for sure. Just want to put yourself in a good position.
Paige just playing safe. I know the last few times she's thrown it OB long.
Yeah.
So I know she's trying to finish with a par and walk away with another Pro Tour win.
And Missy with her clean round that she's playing.
I believe she has the hot round right now.
Just throwing it up there. Ooh.
She plays it safe.
Touching those branches can be kind of scary, but she fought through them.
So Catrina and I are tied, and I'm sure she knows that I really can't reach this basket, but she can. So I'm sure she's playing aggressive, really trying to give herself a birdie look to get that solo third.
Kind of pushing to the right a little bit, but she stays in bounds.
Yeah, inside the circle, it's elevated, uphill, it'll be tough, but
She's facing away from the water too, so she doesn't have to look at water when she's putting.
yeah.
It's a good position to be in.
I don't think they got my drive, but I just landed safe. Just trying to take my par and force Kat to make that putt if she wants third.
Laying up for your par. Nice. Here's Paige. Oh, man. Trying to close it out with a banger.
Gotta put on a show for everyone. She knows she's winning anyway.
Here's Kat for her birdie to take solo third. Oh, man.
Yeah, I definitely gave it a good run. Surprised she missed high. But par's not bad, and a podium finish for the first tournament back. I think we're both pretty stoked.
Yeah.
So it looks like Catrina and I will tie for third. Missy's tapping in her par for second.
Shooting 4 down for the round.
Yeah,
Incredible in that windy weather.
I believe it was 1,004 rated.
Whew. Well deserved.
And Paige with the win. Winning by 10 strokes. Not surprised with all these long holes. Definitely congrats to Paige.
Yeah, congratulations, Paige. Great job.
Open Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Paige.
Thank you so much. Awesome. This is beautiful.
A smile on her face.
Beautiful trophy. Man.
All right, well, thanks for watching the back nine. If you haven't seen rounds 1 and 2, you should go check them out. A lot of good shots. These are the final scores. Paige 13 down, Missy 4 down, and Catrina and I at +4. And again, those are the top 3 spots of the tournament. Again, we'd like to thank Dynamic Discs for hosting the first event back, the Pro Tour for always working hard, and of course GK Pro for covering the women. We're excited to be out here. My name's Paige Shue.
I'm Rebecca Cox.
And thank you for watching. Here's the final leaderboard. A lot of popular names up there, but also some people you might not have heard of. So if not, go check them out on their social media. We're all trying to, make gains out there. So thank you guys so much for watching.